Kaya talagang parang fountain.
Opo, mix po talaga siya very fine. Chairman, nandito po siya sa likod. The hose,
Okay.
they just take it out and immerse it in the drum or disinfectant po. Tapos po, ang starting po niya is in front. The keys are here. They just check the oil and everything. It's proper level. Then just start up lang po.
Bali, diesel ito, ano?
This is gasoline po.
Ay, gasoline.
Yes, opo. And then they just turn it on. It has a remote. It's inside here.
Okay.
And then, pwede na po siya mag-spray. Very simple operation lang po.
So, ang distance is up to 40 meters.
Yes po. Any pickup truck and then you include a 200-liter drum or less, it's okay. You put the disinfectant or reagents that was suggested by the DOH. It's a 1% of the bleach or sodium hypochlorite. You can also use germicide or cavicide. Yeah, and then do the proper computation. Actually, I have one. It's still in the pickup. I brought it with me also.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the formal turnover ceremony of, actually 19 disinfecting canons coming from Rosinta Soliman Foundation Incorporated, headed by Mr. Joe Soliman on the principal's table.
Good morning po. Dinaan po namin ito sa MMDA at DILG dahil alam po namin na sila po yung mas makakakonect sa mga LGUs at marami na po sila naitulong sa atin with regards to mga pag-transport ng mga kagamitan natin, lalo na dito sa ENCO. Pati po yung isang container na dinala sa East Avenue na pinaglalagay ng cadavers ay sila po yung tumulong sa atin. Kaya po nag-decide kami na sa kanila po itanto. The 17 LGUs, the MMDA po and the DILG all will get 1 unit each po. Sana po makatulong po ito ng uso sa atin lahat. Ingat po tayo, stay safe.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joe Soliman. Now we'll get a reaction from the Chairman of Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, Chairman Danilo de la Lim.
On behalf of the agency, Metro Manila Development Authority, and the 17 local government units, I would like to express our gratitude to the Rosita Soliman Foundation through its chairman, Joe Soliman, for their generosity. Tuwang-tuwa po yung mga mayors natin dito sa Metro Manila nung ibalita ko itong bigay ng Soliman Foundation. So indeed, during difficult times like this, during times of crisis, good people stand up to take the back. People who are willing to stand up, to be counted, to pitch in, and try to help make a difference. At ang Soliman Foundation, lalong-lalo na si Mr. Joe Soliman, ay ganitong mga tao, handang tumulong sa panahon ng kahirapan at pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan. At masasabi ko na ang mga equipment na binigay nila, ang mga misting canons, ay talagang magagamit ng ating mga LGUs sa pagdidisinfect ng mga buildings, ng mga lansangan, ng mga kapaligiran. So malaking bagay ito at muli ang ating pasasalamat sa Soliman Foundation at kay Mr. Joe. Thank you and magandang umaga muli sa ating lahat.
Ladies and gentlemen, I must say that there is no more difficult time to live than today. None of us, regardless of age, gender, cultural affiliation, ethnicity, and social status, is spared from contracting the disease, since COVID-19 is an enemy that knows no boundaries. It is just like terrorism, and in fact even worse than terrorism, because you cannot see the enemy, and the enemy is lurking inside our innocent citizens. And so, in order to unmask the virus, there are special weapons that we have to use. We have to use contact tracing, mass testing, before we can actually isolate our virus from spreading. But also there are other methods that we can use, particularly protecting the environment and killing the virus that have not yet entered the body of our citizens. Kaya this is really very timely, the donation of misting canons by the Rosita Soliman Foundation. During this time that the government needs all the help it could get from the people given our current situation. Since the beginning, civic-oriented groups have been there to extend their support to our cause. So I'd like to thank the Rosita Soliman Foundation, represented and led by Mr. Jojo Soliman, for their kind help and generosity of donating a total of 19 disinfection canons for all the local government units in the National Capital Region and one each for MMDA and the DILG. These donations are our weapons in the battlefield as they would scale up our capabilities to contain the virus and as we battle up to embrace the new normal of keeping our surroundings clean and free from any infections. Noon pa man ay tumutulong na ang Rosita Soliman Foundation sa ating pamahalaan led by Mr. Jojo Soliman, lalo na sa field of firefighting. Baka hindi nyo alam na sina Mr. Jojo Soliman din ang nangunguna sa ating mga fire volunteer brigades at pati sa ating pag-set up ng 911 at Save Philippines ay nandyan palagi sila. Indeed, the fight still has a long way to go. And like in any war, there will be casualties and sacrifices must be done. But no struggle is insurmountable when our people exemplify camaraderie and unity amid all of this. Like what the Rosita Solita Foundation has shown today through its help and resistance to our continuing flight. Makakaasa kayo na ang mga donation na ito ay gagamitin ng tama at iingatan ng ating mga local government units sa NCR. And we will make sure that these weapons will really support our cause to finally stop the spread of the virus. But of course, we have to ask the participation of every individual, of every person in the country, because this fight is fought in our house, in our offices, in the street, and specifically our very own soldiers are the individual person itself. So, we hope matapos na itong problema na to. Later today, probably the President will give his decision whether to extend the ECQ or not, or whether it would be a modified ECQ or whatever combination hybrid solution that the President would decide later on. But one thing is sure, this decision will always be for the good of every Filipino of our country. Muli, maraming salamat, Jojo, and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you very much, Secretary Anyo. Before we continue with the ceremonial signing of the deed of donation, may I ask everyone to please observe social distancing, physical distancing while we proceed with the ceremony.